Hello, stay tuned with daily news from Marjaeyat TV. Daily meetings of Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi. The prominent Shia Islamic jurist Grand Ayatollah Shirazi hosts large numbers of religious scholars, seminary teachers and students, religious experts, political figures, civil rights activists, academics, and public groups of people on a daily basis at his central office in the holy city of Qom. In these meetings, the visitors give reports on their activities and listen to the guidelines and advices of the Grand Jurist. The central office of His Holiness hosts public visitors every day until noon prayer. Third day of Rasul Akram Institute and Marjaeyat TV at Karbala Book Fair. Rasul Akram Cultural and Religious Institute and Marjaeyat TV entered their third day of activities at Karbala International Book Fair. At this exhibition, these two centers displayed their products, including the works of the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi. These two institutes host large numbers of visitors on a daily basis at Karbala International Book Fair. The Karbala Book Fair opens each day on 2 shifts in mornings and afternoons. Karbala Public Relations Manager criticizes corrupt politicians. Mr. Arif Nasrullah, the director of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi's Public Relations Office in Holy Karbala, blamed the corrupt politicians for the destruction of Iraq and highlighted on the role of the Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi in the country's future. The Public Relations Manager in Holy Karbala hosted Dr. Khaled Hamid, Director of Supply and Training at Salah ad-Din University, and Dr. Yasser al-Badri, a distinguished figure in Samarra. During this meeting, Mr. Nasrullah said, Daesh terrorist group has created an irreparable and unfortunate impact on the people of the occupied areas. These attacks were part of a big international conspiracy against Iraq and the result of irresponsible Iraqi politicians. Further, Mr. Arif Nasrullah pointed to the upcoming parliamentary elections in Iraq and said, we are at the threshold of an important election, therefore we should be aware of avoiding corrupt politicians and leaders. He also said, the people of Holy Samarra can remember the historic decisions by the great Islamic jurists. They can remember the role of the late Grand Ayatollah Muhammad Taghi Shirazi in 1920 revolution and the historic fatwa of late Mirza Muhammad Hassan Shirazi in the tobacco uprising. The public relations manager of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi then said, if we go through the important role of the Islamic leadership along the history, we can see their wise policies have always highlighted peaceful coexistence, non-violence and the eradication of oppression. At the end of this meeting, Dr. Yasser al-Badri appreciated the works of the Public Relations Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi for contributing to the security and stability of Holy Samarra, especially after the bombings of Al-Askari shrines. Shia Societies Association continues activities in Iraq. Shia Societies Association, affiliated to the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Karbala, continues its activities in Iraq. The members of this association visited the Karbala International Book Fair over the past few days. During this visit, this association visited the booth that belongs to the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi at this book festival. Further, they held meetings with Sayyid Maysar Hakim, the head of Karbala Book Fair, and Dr. Mushtaq, a professor of Arabic literature at Baghdad University. Also, the members of Shia Societies Association held meetings with Sheikh Ali al-Hamri, the chief of Al-Hamir tribe, and the managers of religious communities in Kufa, and Sheikh Imad al-Lami, the manager of Imam Hassan Askari Seminary. Further, the members of this association visited the Grand Jurist office in Holy Najaf and talked to its members. Sheikh Taqi Zakari, the director of Imam Shirazi World Foundation, and Sheikh Mustafa Muhammadi, the head of Misbah al-Hussein Charitable Foundation, hosted this association in separate turns. Annaba Institute studies role of media outlets among families. Annaba Cultural and Media Institute, affiliated to the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Karbala, held a specialized workshop to address the role of media outlets in familial sphere. This workshop hosted a variety of media activists, including Dr. Adnan al-Sarraj, the director of Media Development Center, and a group of reporters, journalists, and civil rights activists. Mr. Ali al-Talikani, the director of Annaba Cultural and Media Institute, explained about this workshop and said, to produce TV programs, we need specialized trainings and a set of technical skills. Therefore, Annaba Institute tries to transfer these trainings and skills from experts to the enthusiasts in order to perform its cultural duty. Al-Banin Institute visits Karbala Charitable Foundation. The Al-Banin Cultural and Religious Institute, affiliated to the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Ammara city, made a visit to Karbala Charitable Foundation in Maysan province. Sheikh Saad al-Duraji was leading the delegations of Al-Banin Institute in this visit. In this meeting, the managers of these two institutes emphasized on more cooperation in future cultural and religious programs. Baghdad Cultural-Islamic Center runs speech-making workshop. Baghdad Cultural-Islamic Center holds courses of speech-making in the Iraqi capital. These courses are held to teach the art of speaking in public to students of Islamic seminaries in Baghdad. These courses are held on each Tuesday under the supervision of seminary teachers at Baghdad Cultural-Islamic Center.